Good morning everyone and welcome to this VIP daily exocharts update. Hope that you're all doing very well. As always, we're going to update Bitcoin. We have some new levels today, but yeah, we're going to I'm just first of all going to make a quick message on Twitter before to start everything. I did not plan that. Yeah, I'm going to do some 3 days of VIP, I think, with these updates. So if you have any questions during this kind of video, do not hesitate. We're going to do some order flow reading. So this, okay, I'm going to teach you this. I'm going to show the wave count or stuff like this, a smaller time frame clearly. But yeah, I mean, these daily exocharts updates are more and more for the exocharts, clearly for exocharts. So we learn more and more. I mean, I'm more teaching you exocharts on Elliott Waves here in these daily updates. Sometimes both, it depends. You know, if there is something good to say on Elliott Waves. So I am live to update Bitcoin to update Bitcoin what can I say? I will make some free VIP days, if you can say like this. I make some free VIP days. Join the VIP update now here. Let's go with this. All right, perfect. Boom. BTC, MC. Yeah, you don't see what I'm doing right now, what I'm doing, but I'm just tweeting something. Just 2 seconds. All right, perfect. I'm going to add crypto. Perfect. So we're good. Donate Bitcoin, make some free VIP day. Join me the VIP update now here. All right. Let's go with this. Going to retweet that. So right there. All right, everything is good normally. Tick. So yeah, don't forget to, I mean, if you want, don't forget to go on the Twitter account to smash that like, to retweet everything, okay? So everyone know clearly I'm live. I'm doing some free updates, if you can say that, for normally for VIPs, because I'm really going to give you all my levels to the upside. I mean, maybe not too high, maybe not too low, okay, of course, but I'm really going to give you all of my levels, okay, all of my smaller wave, everything, really VIP updates clearly, okay. Everything clearly, the VIP update. So don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, by the way, if you want also, and everything, okay. Don't forget to smash that like, to share this content, by the way. You can absolutely, I mean, this is you know, it's not a public update at the moment. I have to change that for next VIP updates, but yeah, you can share the link. It's absolutely fine. Mate, hope you're fine. Yeah, thank you, mate. Hope you're doing very well too, everyone. Thank you for being here. And if you have some questions, as always, do not hesitate. Okay, this is extremely important. So let's start with that. So yesterday with VIP, so you was not there. I mean, it depends. There are some VIPs watching at the moment. VIPs are not really watching the live stream. I'm not going to lie. Normally, they are more watching as a short version because yeah, now they're a bit used with all the flow. And sometimes they are. It depends. You know, if they have time or not. But these days less. So anyway, so if you're only, if you're only members, we have planned all these levels yesterday, okay? So this was first of all a daily naked path controls and a TPO right there, then a daily level right here, plus a naked session path control. So on every single support there, we got some boons. Welcome everyone, by the way, on the live stream. Don't hesitate to share this live stream so everyone know we are live, because this is not in the public, this is not a public update. But yeah, welcome everyone on this live stream. So yesterday we played 2 first levels here. Okay, one was on the very top. Recognize that was, we got absorption on the top here. Why is absorption? It's simply when you're on the order flow here, yeah, you will have to make your own templates, by the way, because this is, you can download that on the website. I don't have the website on this one. Let me check that. Right here. So here you just have to get in the course exocharts part. Here you have to agree to apprentice or VIP, and you'll be able to download the templates here of my templates. But otherwise, this is just an order flow. Okay, so here on the order flow, what we can see right there, we started yesterday to get absorption. It was around there, if I'm mistaken. Where it was exactly 9 AM. Yeah, it was around there, and we started to get absorption. Okay, on the highs. Yeah, it was here. more here. You can see here we form a high, we form then a low high here, but on the delta bars here, the CBD, we have a high, okay, and we form a higher high here. So we have the opposite, we start getting a bearish divergence. I say to VIPs, as soon as we get some new shorts coming in here, this is a short to take, okay, stop loss on the high, and we just ride the move to the downside. Here, this is what happened. Clearly, we got some new shorts coming, as you can see here, right before to do this quick move to the downside. This, as you can see, when we are moving down like this with an increasing of point rate, these are new shorts coming in. Then what we got here, we are moving up with an increasing of point rate, so these are new longs coming in into the market, okay. So we got the new shorts here, so we're ready to move to the downside. Maybe got stop it out, I don't know. It depends if you still have your stop loss placed on the high here, above the high. Really depend of your how do you trade the market, but we recognize that we got absorption after, of course, that was the most important. After we have done this nice ABC zigzag here, so we have a leading here. I'm gonna go on this one, by the way. We have the leading here, okay, 1 2 3 4 5, okay, boom, that's an A wave, boom, we have the B wave. We have then an ending here, so an ending, it cannot be an impulsive, because if you're an impulsive, you have the wave 1 with a possible leading, a wave 2, a wave 3 like this, a wave 4, and a wave 5. But in a wave 3 like this right here, you cannot get an ending. You have always an impulsive. That's the only thing you can get. In a wave 5, yes, you can get an ending or an impulsive. In a wave 1, yes, you can get a leading or an impulsive, but in a wave 3, you have only an impulsive. So here, if you have an ending, it cannot be an impulsive at all, okay. So that's why here, boom, A, B, C, we expect to move to the downside next. Are we going to take the low because that was the only ABC? We're not going to do a bigger pattern here. Only time have the answer, only time will tell us. We can absolutely do, because now we have a triple wave, we can absolutely do a bigger W, X, and Y, for example, and take the price high and move it down again, because that's a correction to go more down, okay. Now, why would you add another bigger pattern if you can make it easier, okay, make it easy, clearly, and you have a triple wave to the upside, boom, you minimum expect to take the price low. Be aware of, I mean, you was not aware for public numbers, but we planned some levels here. For example, the exact low here was a level we planned here. Of course, we're going to update all these levels today. We're going to see where is the big resistance, where is the big support, all the stuff like this. Don't worry about this. Okay, so here that was really because it was after on the top of an ending here. We started to get absorption as soon as we get some new shorts coming in. This is a short to take, and we got some new shorts right before to move to the downside here. Okay. We also have done, by the way, right before to move to the downside. I'm gonna go on the 15 minutes here. Of course, right before to drop here, as always, what we backtest most of the time, it's you pull a fib from the bottom to the top or from the top to the bottom, okay. You just have to reverse your tool right here, and I mean, it depends if you reverse your tool. I reverse my tool because I'm going in the same trend of the market, okay. From here, you add your 618, 66%, 70x6, and these are the three levels we retest most of the time when we have to take a long or a short, okay. These are really the levels. Clearly here, we backtest when we have to do a move after that, after we have hit a major target or something like this, so to speak. Here is the top of the ending. We most of the time back to the 618, 66%. Oops. For example, if I go a bit below here, maybe right there, you pull your fib from the top to the bottom here. Right before to push high, we retest the 618, 66% here. Exactly the same. You pull a fib from the top to the bottom here. Right before to push high, we retest the 618, 66%. Fake the dump, reclaim everything. Okay, there are some different ways to approach, of course, all of this for if you enter with a scalp long or a scalp short. But this is the idea, okay? You retest the 618, 66% or the 70x6. This is always like this if you have to do a retest. Otherwise, you retest the level or the target you was looking for. For example, here, let's say you have a daily level. Boom, you go a bit after that. Okay, let's say here, you use some weights inside, you get a rejection of this daily. Boom, you come back and not retest 618, 66% or 70x6. You just retest the level and then move it down, okay? But anyway, so here, 618, 66%, so possible entry here when we start in absorption. If you're with an aggressive entry, if you're an aggressive trader, you can take a short here directly and do not wait for shorts coming in. That was okay, because more likely an ABC to the upside, ending here, boom, that is the top normally, and we expect to move to the downside. So that will give us a really nice safe entry here, because the top loss will be really tight, to be honest with you, okay. Right there. If you feel a short here, you have a stop loss placed above the high. If you take the high, you just check if you can re-enter again or not. That gives you a really nice risk reward, to be honest with you, because we can absolutely go more down here. We're of course going to see a bit of data here. We have of the boons of this naked session path control right there. But anyway, so after we have done this move to the downside, boom, right into the daily naked path control and the TPO right there. Before maybe to jump with the order flow, to read the order flow, I just want to update the chart really quickly. So just to give you just the new levels here, so we can remove all of these levels right there. Okay, all of the levels here that we added yesterday have been tapped. Okay, this daily level here is normally an untapped daily. We have missed that by some dollars. This is what we do with the VWAP 2, so do not be surprised. It's absolutely normal. It's still an untapped daily, so I'm keeping that one for next in case we have to come back here. Normally we should, if we have an ABC here, we should take the price low, but this is a less stronger daily, but this is still a daily to be aware of because it's an untapped one, so we can expect to get some action there. Okay, but so that's why I'm not going to add it to into the 2D folder here because it's untapped. Okay, yeah, still. So here we have hit the daily level here. We've got one bounce here. We have got a bounce of the naked session power control. That was the bottom at the moment. So that's pretty nice. I'm going just to hide that and show you the new levels here. So today we have a new daily level on the very top here. So to find out, you just have to go on the daily time frame. Boom, you find your two candle close. You add your daily level, and you're good with that. Okay. Weekly normally no, we do not have any weekly. Then you should just have to go on exocharts here, TPO, boom, we have a new TPO right there on the very top. You have the price on the right here, or you have the price on the TPO right there. So you just have to copy the price. When you keep it in mind, you just add a level, you go in the setting of the level, okay, coordinates, and you add the price right here. Okay, once you have done this, boom, you're done with this, and you just control, and you click here, you control, you drag the level, and it will duplicate the level, or just Control C, Control V to copy past, or copy, paste, or clone, by the way. Okay, so you will be able to do that. Then boom, you take the next level. What do we have here? We have a daily naked path control. So you just have to, in these are some templates you will have to find to do. Otherwise, you have this on the website. I said you can download them here. But here, boom, you have a new daily naked path control. We are below, so as always, we take the low of the square and not the middle or the top. Okay, if we're high, we take the top of it, not the middle of the low. Here we are below, so we take the low of it. We just add them out here. We just save the value on the right. Okay, the price, and we just once again go in the coordinates, add the price here, etc. These are the two levels here. We can merge this level. I mean, you can merge this level. For example, you keep the daily naked path control. And you say, for example, you go in the text, you add boom plus boom TPO, and you're good like this. I'm going to keep the two levels, but otherwise you can remove the TPO and add it with the daily naked path control. Okay, if now we go a bit below, I don't like to go for public members. I don't like to go on the pro version, the desktop version, to find my sessions level, because most of the time there are some scam sessions, naked session path control, we call them like this. For example, that one is not, for example, on the web version here. Okay, if you go on the web version here, you can see that, for example, the one I show you right there is not here on the web version. So the web version is more accurate than the pro desktop version. So that's why I'm not taking my levels on this desktop version. You can sometimes these levels, for example, can be respected, but most of the time not. So that's why I'm not taking this level on the pro desktop version. I'm taking these levels on the web version. You can see here, boom, New York session here, recognize that was a nice one here, and we just bounced it off that clearly. Sorry, so here we have once again from New York right here. So you just have to take the TPO value, you copy the price, you save the price, you get it in mind, and boom, you just go on the chart here, you add the new level, you clone a level here, you just add a template. Okay, we'll have to create some templates here. Boom, naked session path control, and you go out to that, boom, in coordinates, you add your price, all stuff like this, and you're done. I recommend you to add some folders. I'm doing the new levels or stuff like that, the new folder or stuff like this for this kind of update, because I have to show which level we have new today. Otherwise, you can just delete all the ones and just add back the new ones for you and create, for example, some key levels, some levels for daily, weekly, monthly only, and some other stuff. Okay, if you want to add more. So yeah, these are really the new levels today. Okay, so I'm going now to give you the plan clearly, what we have to expect if we go lower. So if we go lower here, we have this daily level, not a big and major support here. Of course, as soon as we break a low, as soon as we break a high, we have to think about a swing failure pattern. Okay, first of all, this is always like this. So boom, swing failure pattern. If we do not swing failure pattern, you're going to read down the order flow. Otherwise, you have the course as always on the website right here, swing failure patterns. Okay. If we do not swing failure pattern here, we can look towards a daily level. Keep in mind, be careful with daily. We normally, if we are in an ABC here and we have to go more down, we are going to take the previous low. Now we can do a swing failure pattern of the previous low into the daily level here, possible. Okay, now if we're approaching here, Be careful, market can become crazy, so we can maybe take all of these lows here and go to the next target. That is the naked session path control plus the TPO. Is it the best target of the best target? It is a good target, to be honest with you, because that will be direct a lot of people that are long. For example, if we have to do another leg to the upside here, or even become bullish, by the way, if we're bullish, for example, that will rate a lot of people before to push the price back up. So this, for example, is not a strong, I mean, this is not the strongest target, but this is still a good target with the market structure, because we'll take and stop out all these longs, okay, that have a stop loss, place it here with an aggressive stop loss, if we can say that. That will stop every person clearly. Why is on exo? Wow. These are the daily exo charts of day clearly, and after that, of course, I'm going to do a quick review of because for now I'm updating the chart, I'm giving you the new levels, all the stuff like this, see a bit what we did yesterday, and after that we're going to really I mean I'm updating clearly the level. I'm going to adding the new levels clearly. Once we have done this, we see a bit of Elliott Wave or stuff like this, and after that, when we move to the order flow reading, so we just have to move on the order flow and we read the order flow. I'm showing to you what data you have to look at clearly to take a trade, what data you do not have to watch to take a trade, all the stuff like this, and why, for example, that was a good trade to take, why that was not a good trade to take, everything. We're going to read the order flow. I'm going to tell you everything, clearly to take the short here, to take the long at the very bottom here, everything. So we are really going to, I mean, these updates are really to teach you exochart to really see not in real time, but on the real chart, on hours before here, how was you able to take this kind of trade with this clear. And by the time, every single day, if you keep watching this kind of update, you're going to be used with that, because you're going to see the data we're looking for, the data we are looking at, what we want to see, what we don't want to see, everything. So once you're going to be alone next, you're going to be able to do exactly the same at home, and you're going to be able to take the trade or not, and recognize by yourself you have to take this trade or not. So that's why this is pretty cool, these daily updates. Of course, you see how I'm updating the chart, my daily routine, what I'm doing every single day. I'm taking the sessions, CPO, daily naked path control, weekly ones every single Monday, monthly ones every single beginning of months, all the stuff like this. Every single day I'm updating the daily, every single week I'm updating the weekly level, everything. I'm updating that, and I'm just showing to you how to do all of this, okay? And that's why exocharts is just so much important, because you have to update this every single day to really master the chart and to really get every single support and resistance for day traders, for scalpers. These TPO are just insane. These daily naked path control are just insane. Weekly, monthly ones are just insane too. Sessions on the desktop version less insane, but on the web version, insane. Clearly, I mean, you can see that by yourself. We just boom set off the session here. That was a plan level yesterday. This is just insane, clearly. This is just insane. That's why we are a lot on exocharts, but this is really because it's working so well, so perfectly, and this is absolutely insane. But anyway, so here, I was with this target below here. So this is not the best target of the best target, but if we have to go more down, that would be nice with the market structure. We take the low, boom, this is the level we have to look for a long, and we just move it up if we have to do another move to the upside. Of course, if we start to lose this target here, what we can look for here is just towards the daily naked path control right there. We have a 1-to-1 extension in confidence with that. This is not the best of the best 1-to-1 extension, but this is still, we are going to see with the Elliott wave count, what can that be exactly. The wave count here is terrible. That is a very long and boring correction here. But yeah, the 1-to-1 extension, not the best, but this gives us a bit of a confidence with this daily naked path control and naked session path control. So if we lose that one, by the way, I don't know why you do not have any alarm on the previous one here. That's very weird. All right, perfect. Yep, perfect. So yeah, if we lose the first support here, boom, we can just look towards the next one. If we lose that one, we can look towards the 618, 66%. Be careful, because we do not have a lot of support with this. I mean, the confidence clear with the 618, 66%. A 618, 66% alone is not the best, to be honest with you. So now we can get some reaction of that, but it is the highest in terms of probabilities. Not really, but we are still aware of that, of course. So if we lose that one, we can look, of course, for the 123. That will be a confidence with the 618, 66%. If now we lose all of this, we have the naked session path control with the 70x6, so some support. I know, for example, for new viewer, there are a lot of support, there are a lot of resistance. This is what we need clearly for day traders. For example, here, if you watch at what we have done all the way down, we need to highlight and replace these ones. But for example, here, all of this support yesterday was levels we planned. As you can see here, boom, first support we planned, we got a bounce. Second support we planned here, we got a bounce, not an exact bounce of, an exact touch of that level, but we got the good data. We're going to see the data next on the order flow. We got the good data around the daily to get a bounce here and to ride a move to the down, to the upside here. On the third level we planned, and the last level we planned, by the way, yesterday, a new level we planned, we got a bounce once again. So on every single support for day traders, we got a bounce. Yes, we ride a move to the downside, but we can absolutely take some scalp along all the way down here to make some more and more and more profit clearly. So you can see how these levels are just printing. So that's why, yes, there are a lot of levels on the chart, but these are some extremely important levels. Yes, we can go through, absolutely, but we recognize by the order flow if we're going to go through or not. So this is just pretty insane. So anyway, next essential path control plus a 70x60 retracement. Okay, we after the 6.66% here. To be honest with you, if we start to go there, yes, this is a support. We have to look for a long here, but if we start to come back here, become a lot not really good, to be honest. But I just want to check very quickly if I have a selling tail or something. Buying tail, by the way, 26.2. Selling tails and buying tails act as a single print or a gap, by the way. So this can be act as support, for example. This can act as support, so swing for pound something. As soon as we get acceptance inside the buying tail here, we can expect to fill it or to even go more down. This is a confluence, for example, with a daily level here. I'm keeping it for new viewers. This is a daily level that is already hit. Okay, that was a really old daily level, but this is the last support before to break the previous low. Okay, so that's why I'm keeping this daily. Now we know that is not the strongest daily we had ever seen clearly. This is just to be aware of. This is the last support clearly before to break the previous low. So this is a support to be aware of. Okay, so it's step by step how I'm watching that every single day. Of course, with the patterns, with the context. Here ABC, so we knew with the resistance we planned here that was a short to take, more likely a short to take to ready to move to the downside. Normally after an ABC we expect to minimum take the price low, except if we do a bigger correction. So here that's why that was a long to take, because if we do a bigger correction here, we're going to take the price high and we are going to be stop it out, and we're going to think about a new short here, and we're maybe going to go to the next targets. Okay, but this is for the way for the downside here. We have to look for lower. If now we have to look for higher, so we have all these new levels here. So bigger resistance we have today, because we have printed today because we have a lot of levels at the same place. So here, what we are going to do while approaching these levels, we're going to approach that really slowly. So we're going maybe to do this, and no absorption, nothing. Boom, extract with a big move to the upside. Or we're going to do a big green candle here to break this and just go through that one to get acceptance higher, clearly to say, hey, we've broken that, we're good, we can expect to go higher now. Otherwise, we're going to approach that with some, we maybe going to start to get absorption, all stuff like this, with a weakness clearly to go higher. And in these levels here, we're going to get a rejection. Okay, so maybe just a small move down and boom, pump it up. This is possible, but for day traders, after we fill the long, this is good to take a small short here, that makes some profit here, okay? And we still enjoy the move while we're moving to the upside. Okay, this is really how you have to think. So here, this is a big resistance. The first one we have to plan. Of course, you can pull off here as always from the low to the top here. Boom, you have, for example, here one more target here in addition to all of the levels here, 70x6 in all of this. A bit before you have a daily naked path control, but as always, you don't have a lot of confidence. Maybe, for example, for the day, if we do something like this, boom, we are maybe going to add in that case the extension tool, boom, 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 like this, right there. Boom, and for example here we are going to get, let's say, a bit below right there. Okay, for example here we're going to that down, we're going to get the maximum target 1618 in confluence with the 618 66%. So this is going to be a good target to look for a short, but for now we don't know because we do not have the triple wave like this, and we don't know if we're going to take the low or the stuff like this. Okay, so anyway, this is also a level to be aware of. Now if we break that, of course we can look towards, we can look for a swing failure pattern, typical. Okay, if we do not swing failure pattern that one, we can look for a swing failure pattern here. If we do not do any swing failure pattern, we can look towards the next level. Okay, so really keep in mind everything. Maybe save this video so we can get all the plan. Maybe for new viewers, this is really what we are doing every single day. There is a lot of information, you're going to learn a lot of stuff with the order flow, everything. But the plan is something extremely important. Thanks to the plan, you know what you have to do. If we come here, what are you going to do? If they are following to take a short, you're going to take a short. If they are not following, what you're going to do, you just wait for the swing for your pan. Or of course, you break this, boom, you get acceptance higher, you fake the pump, you have a weakness to push higher or absorption here. Directly you have some new shorts coming in, so this is a short to take and you're ready to move to the downside. Okay, this is also something, but I mean, I cannot say everything, you know, in the first video, it's gonna be told otherwise. But further time, these are some few stuff we're going to see. This is also the level approach we have seen on the website for course. I know that now these are now apprentice and VIPs, but these are also some level approach we can get. Okay, some different stuff like this. But this is really a zone where we have to look for a short. But now you know that if we do not stop here, we just have to look for a swing for the panel. So you set an alarm here. If we do not swing for the panel, we just look for the next level swing for the panel. And if we do not stop here, what we can see here is there is a big gap from here to here where we have absolutely nothing. So we can expect here, if we start to get acceptance higher, we just expect and wait and remain patient for the next level here. There is a daily plus a weekly naked path control. So if we go higher than these highs, what we can expect to just go towards the next levels, to the next resistance. So the daily plus a weekly naked path control here, there is a very nice resistance. If we do not do an exact touch inside that one, we can look for, of course, for a swing value pan of the high. Okay. Now, if we do not swing value pan that one and we keep pushing high, we're going to recognize that, you know, if we're pushing high and high and high with a big increasing of point rate here while moving to the upside, this is a strong move to the upside. This is a bullish move. We expect this is called a bullish move. If more of this, we do not have any absorption with a price high, we expect to minimum take it, swing for the pan. Otherwise, we expect to minimum push higher, so to speak, to go to the next levels or stuff like this. So we're going to recognize that. So we're going to remove some targets all the way up. It depends on the data. Okay, so that's why there is a lot on at the moment. But for the time, we're going to remove more or stuff like this. So if we do not stop here or do not swing for the pan, the price high here, boom, we can look towards the weekly level right there. Simple as that. And if we do not stop on the weekly level, we can, as you can see here, look for a big move to the upside. We have only a TPO 2,000 dollars after that. Okay, so we can expect to really push higher. And then boom, daily naked path control, what we plan also in the members update. Okay, so in the public updates, so this is really the plan. How you have to think about this Bitcoin market. You have really to plan every single support and the biggest support and the biggest resistance to retrade is good. Once we approach this target, you just have to read the order flow and see if we can get something good or not. So here, I just want to go on that one here so I can really show you that what I did yesterday. So here, different possible counts. Okay, boom, I will be more, I mean, if we have to do another push to the upside, I'm more still with a WXY account like this, boom, W right here, X retracement, and a Y leg like this. Okay, keep in mind that we have done a WXY like this to the upside. So if we have to dump from here, we can dump from here. We have done a correction up. We can be done with a wave 4 top here, and we're going to push down for a wave 5 clearly. Okay, directly. The wave 1 will be really weird. I'm not going to lie. It looks really not like that we are in this. It looks more like we're in a bigger WXY. But if we do, we do, and we know what we have to expect here. Okay. So here, what I have at the moment to the downside here, we recognize that we got a flat here, okay, an ABC, boom, ABC flat here. Recognize that we got a possible sideways. I changed that to a WXYXZ. Y leg have an extension, so this is not really good at all, to be honest with you. This kind of count here is, I mean, this WXYXZ here is really terrible. The sideways up, I mean, if we have a sideways here, in that case, this is more likely for a flat like this, so an A, a B, and a C. Premise with a bigger wave kind doesn't really make sense, because here we'll get a triple wave. In that case, boom, we'll get another triple wave. I mean, that will be something really what the fuck and so complex. That's why I'm trying to make it easy, clearly. There is a possible count, you know, a big ABC flat here, A, B, C flat. In that case, we confirm that we have 5 ways to the upside here. That will be logic. Here we have a W, an X, and a Y. Don't really like it too because the extension tool is placed before the price bottom here, so I don't really like it to find a bigger triple wave. I mean, so here in that case we'll be in a bigger WXY, so that's why I will not take that one really. I will place an A, a B, and a C. Okay, 5 ways down, boom, ending here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2. Boom, have an A, B, C. Okay, zigzag, 5 ways, triple ways, 5 ways. So we have a first wave down, a correction with a WXYZ, and we have a last wave to the downside. Premise with this one is the same, that if we are, by the way, no, it's no, I'm saying the correction here is here. We have the not only this to do a leg down, we have this kind of triple wave like this with an ABC zigzag in the Y leg. And I know this is really complex for beginners, maybe with Elliott Waves. This is really complex, but when we start to become range bound like this, we have some crazy, first of all, amount of possibilities, because we have a lot of correction waves possible, and if you don't know a lot Elliott waves, correction waves are the most complex patterns. So here, for example, ABC zigzag, so 5 waves correction, 5 waves, okay, ending in the wave 5, in the C wave or impulsive, in an A wave, impulsive or leading, okay. Boom, in that case, that gives us a first triple wave to the downside, so a first bigger pattern, W wave, okay. In a W, have a correction wave. Then boom, retracement, retracement of the X, you know, this I'm talking about this one, you know, this WXY right here. X wave here, we have to get a correction wave. So here, yes, we can be done with a triple wave. The premise here, now if we place the Y leg directly to the downside, what will be the move to the downside here? It will be simply a WXY, okay, WXY. We cannot finish a Y leg with a WXY, that's why I'm not going to place it like this, simply because that will be a WXY. Well, that can be also an ABC flat, for example, but I will not be a crazy one, because I will not, this is possible too, by the way. For example, an ABC flat here, ABC flat here, we retrace 90% on the B wave. Right here, I'm going to add the retracement tool, boom, 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 flat right here, retrace 90%, but in that case, we can go maximum to the 123 on the C wave. So that's why it's a bit also less likely. I'm going to place it on the very top right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so yeah, we'll take the low. That's why it's another confluence. You can see here with the first target plant here below all of the lows here. If we're in this configuration, so to speak, we do not have this, but we have a next wave here. And for example, here in the Y leg, we do not have, we have an ABC zigzag, okay, an ABC flat, oh my god. A right here, B and C, okay, ABC flat. So right here, we have a triple wave down, have a triple wave to the upside, and then we have a 5 wave to the downside. Maximum target when we retrace 90%. Is the 123 here. So as soon as we go and touch the 160, it was a 1618 here. This is not an ABC flat anymore, and this kind is not good anymore. Okay, but this is, for example, a possibility. Now I'm less with this, but this is still possible. If now we place it on the very top right here, we are not in the ABC anymore. We have in that case, boom, a triple wave like this, a triple wave like this. That is the white. There are the white lights you can see here. W, X, and Y here. We have rejected perfectly the 1-to-1 extension. Okay, with the top placed here and not here. So that is pretty nice. Okay, 1-to-1 extension perfectly respected here. 1-to-1 extension perfectly respected here. So in that case, boom, we have a W, X, and Y. X wave will finish before the previous high. This is possible. If we check the RSI, the high is here and not here. So this is okay. So in that case, we just take our extension tool, we place it for the triple wave. First click on the W root, second click on the W bottom here, third click on the X-ray retracement, and we're good to see the target of the third wave of the Y leg here. Okay, this gives us next a next retracement, because we have a triple wave inside the, we have a correction wave inside the X. Okay, we have first of all a triple wave here, W, another triple wave here, so X wave, and we should get another triple wave to the upside, correction wave, to get the Y leg and finally drop. This is a really complex count, I'm not going to lie. Now when we start getting range bound tools, there are always a possible move that can bring us more down. This is possible. Now this is a more likely one. If we have to go lower, we know and we're ready for what is going to happen next. So we absolutely don't care clearly. And we're going to be able to read that if, for example, we are moving down with a massive increasing of interest here, it's more likely, and we're going to recognize that if we have, with that we are going to drop clear. Okay, we know what we have to look at. Here it's just simple. If we're moving down with a big move to the downside like this, we do not want to get this kind of thing of decreasing of interest. We want to get the opposite, only a big increasing of interest when we're moving down. In that case, we expect to minimum take the price low, otherwise we expect to minimum dump the price more down. Okay, just with this, simple as that. So if we have a big move to the downside here, a move to the downside here with a massive increasing of interest, it's maybe to take all of the lows, but as soon as we take all of these lows, we want to get a decreasing of interest. Otherwise, we expect a continuation of the move. Okay. So anyway, this is the WXY wave we're looking at now. Keep in mind, we have the triple wave before, as I said before, we have the triple wave here. So now we can absolutely drop. Okay, there are some different counts too also. that will bring us more down. Now this is just a more likely one. We're going to see which one plays out. The most important is this targets, okay? Because these are really the major support and the major resistance on the market, and further the time we're going to see which one we confirm, okay? So anyway, now and that's why also I'm keeping the daily on the very bottom, because we have this 1618 of the possible WXY like this maximum target on the daily. So that's why this is still okay to keep this daily, okay? We need to have 5 ways on this push down, correct? Not necessary. I mean, if we're in a wave 5, yes, of course we have to get 5 ways impulsive. We can be in an ending too here, okay? We can be in an ending because I have more a triple wave here to the downside. So we have a triple wave that's maybe more likely a wave 1, a wave 2, okay, a wave 3 for an ending, boom, a wave 4, a wave 5 next, because that we are in a wave 5 normally. And that would maybe explain also some really weird wave here. So maybe a big ending here. So in that case, we have to get a triple wave to the downside. Triple wave, you know, we have a triple wave, triple wave, triple wave, triple wave, triple wave in every single wave. But if we're in this wave 5 directly like this, for example, we have done the wave 4 top here. Yes, we want to get an impulsive to the downside here, or an ending in the wave 5. So to speak, a wedge like this to the downside. Boom, we have a big wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom, pump it up. Otherwise, boom, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The wave 4 will be here, not before in that case, okay? The high is here, by the way, so it's possible that we have truncated the white, I mean triple wave like this. The high is here. Now we're going to do a last wave down, yeah. So yeah, if we're in a wave 5, typical wave 5, yes, we want to get 5 ways impulsive, a 5 ways impulsive to the downside here. So yeah, this is a wave count, okay, this is a plan clearly. So now I'm going to hide these new levels. We know what we can expect here, and I'm going to show you clearly how to take and how to trade yesterday all the stuff we planned. Okay, we planned a short here, we recognize that was more short to take, so we planned a short here. We're going to see when we have to press the sell, clearly to place the stop loss on the high. Here that was a possible scalp long. As you can see here, we just did a nice week into the first level we planned here, and boom, right move to the upside. Come and retest the 618, 66%, 786 by the way here, and move the price back down again. So we're going to see, of course, how to take this short, how to take the long, how to take this short, how to take the long here, how to take or not so short here, because there's no confidence here, there's no levels really, so we don't really care about that one. If you just enjoy the short here, this is already really good. And how to take the long here, okay? So yeah, let's go with this. We're going to move on the order flow, okay, right there. So this is the order flow, okay? You can see what you have in the candle, for example, the delta here, okay? You can see the delta inside the candles, all the selling imbalances, the selling imbalances here, the buying balances here, path control of the candle right there, open interest here, okay? If you have some new longs, new shorts, shorts closing, longs closing, you can see people taking profits, people getting wrecked, everything clearly, so that's pretty nice. Here you can see absorption, and here you have the table where you can see numbers. For example, here we have for example, in this candle here, we got a 9.7 million positive delta here. So new longs clearly opening here with some nice amount. These are not crazy amount, but still this is pretty cool. So anyway, now as always, we're going to check the context of the move. Okay, so here when we was moving to the upside here, as I said yesterday, on a bigger time frame, this was sideways on the open interest, so we don't care really. We absolutely don't care about that. This is not relevant. So that's why we just move it on a lower time. We just move it around a lower time frame. We was around there, if I'm mistaken, yesterday, around these highs here when we recorded the updates when it was live. So we don't have to go on the 15 minute or on the 5 minute. Okay, we just have to lower that a bit, lower the time frame. Oh yeah, we did not get absorption. So here on a lower time frame, we did not got something really crazy. Yeah, I remember now. We was starting to get absorption here. So we was not on the 15. It was on the 5 minute yesterday, because even on the 15 minutes, we did not got any good reaction, to be honest with you. So here, what we started to get, first of all, on a bigger time frame, to recatch the very top, when you have your count, your wave count, all the stuff like this, you know that was a wave 5 top. So what you're going to do here, you just pull your fib, as I said yesterday. By the way, it was looking really at the smaller time frame, and when we was doing this push to the upside here, we started to reject a bit before the 618, 66% here, right there. Where did we go? Yeah, exactly. It was exactly on this rejection here. The first one I said maybe wait a bit for the 618 66% or the 78.6 to be hit, because if we reject from here, this is less likely to start to reject from here and normally go and touch this level. So this is exactly what we rejected, by the way. That's why here we started to get absorption here, but at the first move, I mean, with this first move to the downside here, we did, I mean, there is no any levels clearly retested here, so we don't care about this move to the downside. We just wait for levels to be hit. We just have to remain patient, and if that's missed, that's missed, and that was a short to take on the high. How can you say that was a short to take on the high here? Simply because we have a high, we have a higher high. If you check now on the CVD, we have a high, a lower high here. So that means we have absorption. So what is absorption? It's when you have some new market order longs coming in here. Okay, you have once again some new market order longs coming in here. You can see it by this increasing of interest here. So nothing crazy, but still you can see here a bit of a longs coming in. And you have some limited order shorts here. So you say, hey, at this price, I'm presetting a short order here. So when the price is going to touch this level, this price, I'm going to enter a short automatically. Okay, so we preset some shorts here, and this form absorption, and you can see this absorption on the CVD here. So here's exactly what we got, and directly after the move to the downside, we got some shorts coming in. This is a short to take stop loss on the high. This is a really aggressive entry. Why? Because that is a swing value pattern. This is a swing value pattern of the price higher. So this is, for example, how we'll trade this. I don't care really to wait for, because I mean, with the amount of trade we take and we make money clearly out there with this market, I don't really care to take a loss. To be honest with you, this is absolutely fine because the win rate is just pretty insane. So here I can absolutely enter here. Normally you really wait for the market structure change, for more confirmation, for some retests such as this, for example, for safe entries. To be honest with you, I don't care. Here I will take my trades, take profit 50% here, set my stop loss on entry. And if I'm stopped it out, I'll just check if I can re-enter. Otherwise, if I have to do something else, for example, work on the website or something, I'm going to not take profit, leave my stop loss on the high, and I will just trust my analysis. And that's the only thing I do here. I just trust the plan, stick to the plan, and that's the only thing I do. Tell my stop loss here and wait for the move to come clean. And for a day here, we spend all these, I mean, almost all the day here. We started to dump at night, so around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. by the way. It's really up to you. How do you want to trade? There are some different ways, but this is a possible short to take stop loss on the high. Risky, really risky. So if you start to trade, you don't have, for example, a lot of, I mean, you did not printed a lot of money before, maybe take only the highest probability trade, so the safe trade, you can say, also the retest of the levels, or stuff like that. So here, if you do not want to take a trade here, you just have to pull your retracement, as we seen yesterday. Boom, from the bottom to the top, from the top to the bottom. It depends as always if you reverse the tool. Boom, you wait for the 6.8, 66%, all the stuff like this, and you just wait for shorts to come in clearly. So here we start getting absorption. Okay, so you can see here we have a high, a lower high here, but we have a high and a higher high here. So this is absorption confirmed if and only if we have some new shorts coming in next. Premise here, we keep moving up with, I mean, we have some new longs, coming in that form this absorption, and next we do not have directly the new shorts coming in. We start getting some new shorts here. Okay, we start getting some new shorts here. So this, for example, can be a short to take right there, and you're really going to enter a short here with a stop loss on this high here, because this wasn't the plan. We are normally on a wave 5 top, in a C top, so we expect to get a move to the downside. Read the context is super important. So here we have some new shorts here. There are not the base data, to be honest with you, but anyway. New short, boom, you ride a move to the downside. Here the reflex will be to take profit, set stop loss on entry. Boom, you will be stopped out. In that case, you just check as always when you are stopped out to re-enter or not. Otherwise, if you just remain patient because you expect a bigger move to the downside, click what we was expecting, because if we're in a C wave top, we expect to minimum retrace 38.2. So here, by the way, we did a 38.2 retracement or less or more, by the way. Right there, boom. No, we did not hit the 30.2, so that's okay. So because why I'm taking this, simply because here, if we have an ABC and we have to do a bigger triple wave to the upside, we have to retrace minimum 38.2 with this retracement here. Sorry, for a WXY to be valid. An X wave have to retrace minimum 38.2 to be valid. So that's why here it have to retrace minimum 38.2 this retracement, or we did not done. So that's why here normally do not expect to push high. We have broken the wave 4 here, so we are not anymore in this ending, so we expect to move more down clearly, and this will be a fake move to the upside. We got a strong move to the upside here, but at just forming absorption, so we got one more time a confirmation. So if you did not feel the short here, you got one more time another confirmation here to open a short. So before to open the next short here, because you maybe missed that before here, we're going to see how to trade the low, because that was the exact low we planned here clearly. So all right, by the way, yeah, normally everything is good on the live stream. Yes, normally yes. Anyway, so here, after you got all this absorption, some shorts coming inside the move here, that was not the exact high of the exact highs, but that's absolutely fine. Otherwise, swing for your pan here, okay, stop, take the trade here, stop on the high, and you just wait to come below here, okay, to take profit. Or you're an aggressive trader and you know that we are in a wave 5 top, you just boom, see the swing for your pan, directly some shorts come in, take the trade, stop loss on the high, and you have a really a really small top loss here, but it was more and more complex to take this kind of trades. Anyway, so after we feel short here, boom, right, we just go in the first directly we applied here. We're going to go on this time frame to see a bit the context, 5 minutes here. When we are moving down here, we have a big decreasing of point trade. This is perfect to look for a long. Okay, so what we do here, we just go on the 1 minute as always to take and find our entries. It's here, yes. So what we can see here, okay, we are moving down with this big decreasing of point trade. As I said, perfect to look for a long. Okay, one, we have done the low, we have a low, we have then some higher low. What we can see here, we have a low and a lower low here. So we have absorption right into the target point here. Directly after we bounced off that, when we have some new long, if you can say, when we are moving to the upside here, we have some increasing of point trade. So this is a long to take, stop loss on the low. That is a really aggressive entry. I'm not going to lie, this is a really aggressive entry. You can maybe even go on the 30 seconds because that was a really quick move. I'm gonna go with you really quickly to check that. It's right there, yes. It's right there. So you have your first low. Directly when we start to bounce off that, we have all these longs coming in right there. Okay, I'm going to reduce ticks because we don't see a lot. All right, perfect. So you have first of all absorption. Okay, by the way, no, these are new shorts coming in, but the cool thing is that from absorption, okay, we have a low, a higher low. Here we have a low, a low, a low on the 30 seconds. So one count is 30 seconds. So it's really quick. Okay, really have to be fast. And directly, boom, we have a green count here with an increasing of point trades. These are really aggressive entries. Otherwise, you take your long here and you pray for it to move higher, because this is a target here to look for a long. This was the support we planned. We are moving down with a long data, so that's pretty cool. So if you're an aggressive trader, that can be a good opportunity here if you want to take this kind of trades. Okay, do not hesitate to take profit as soon as possible, because we never know if we're going to retake the low, we retake again the low, swing for the pan, the swing for the pan, all stuff like that. We never know what is going to happen. So that's why take profit as soon as possible if you're a scalper, and if you have to push higher, just take profit next on the next support, on the next resistance here, and that's all really. But here, for example, as you can see on the very low, we started to get absorption on the 30 seconds, on the 1 minute, on the lower time frame. On a bigger time frame, we got the good data to go while we was moving to the downside to look for a long. That was pretty nice. Okay, and directly, boom, absorption. Not a lot of new longs coming in, to be honest with you. Longs came in a bit late, I'm not going to lie. But here, I'm not sure. Yeah, no, that was not a 618, 66% retest. I'm gonna go on the 1 minute here to show you that. I'm going to check that with you, but that was a bit too high. Oh, maybe no, yeah, that was a 50% retest, so that was not really the best of the best opportunity here, to be honest with you. So really aggressive entry on the low here, because that wasn't the plan. This is just because that was in the plan. We was ready for these levels. So as soon as we touch these levels, if we have the demand, I mean, if we have, for example, a bullish reaction to speak absorption here and some demand a bit to go higher up, just take the trade, stop loss on the low, and you're ready to move to the upside. For example, here, first take profit will be, for example, the VWAP, or maybe some other extension tools. For example, if you pull a fib really for your first take profit from the very bottom here, from the top here to the very bottom here, you find your extensions, and maybe you can find your third. I cannot replace that one. Maybe from here to here, let's say to here, boom, you have your 1618 maximum target. This is a take profit, and you have a move to the downside next. Okay, you can find your take profit by different ways. You have also a trend line, by the way, here. Yes, a big trend line here, so to be aware of. Different, you don't have to add your for example, a channel, all the stuff like this. Some for example, you can pull also your fixed range here, your fixed range that can give you maybe a take profit here. For example, here, boom, maybe your path control, all the stuff like this. As soon as you enter here, for example, you have your path control hit. Maybe for you that is a take profit. Now what we did, we just flipped the path control as support to get acceptance to push higher. This is really good to push higher, to flip a path control to support. So boom, flip it to support, get acceptance to push higher. We're going now to go on a bigger time frame because the 30 seconds to analyze all of this, we don't really see. We have too much noise between the open interest, everything. So this is not really good to check at this. So maybe the 5-minute here is good. I want to go on a bigger time frame to show really easier what happened there. Yeah, that's pretty better now. As you can see here, when we are moving to the upside here, we have this massive, we can say massive, small, I mean, increasing of interest here. And these are only, you know, it's not like when you have increasing, boom, some decreasing, decreasing, or something like this, for example, increasing, decreasing. It's really all increasing, all these following like this, increasing of interest here. This is relevant. Okay, this is really relevant. So if we have some new longs, as always, what we want to see, absorption, otherwise this move is classed as bullish. Simple as that, and we expect to minimum take the price high or to continue higher. Here, what we start to get, okay, we have a high, okay, we have a high here, a low high. What we start to get here, a high, a higher high. We have absorption. The first bearish data clearly we want to take a short, to look again for a short. So here, as always, we pull the fib, okay, from from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, right here, and you find, or maybe yeah, this one is also okay if you pull like this, okay, 70x6. I prefer this one. 61866, 70x6. You just wait for these levels to be hit. You can also pull this range here like this to find your confluence here. So you have the middle of the range here that have been really well respected before. Low of the channel by the way also, as you can see here. So just some wicks inside, reclaim everything. If you know how to trade a channel, it's as soon as we reclaim the channel, we got a deviation here clear. As soon as we flip that to support, we just take a long. So here, for example, what we did on the low time frame, just did a wick here to retest that and flip that to support. So once we have flipped this channel to support, we're ready to move to the upside. There is a lot of different view clearly to see this market and different ways to approach that clearly. Okay. But anyway, so here 6.66%, we just have to check what we have here. So we know that is a bullish move. We start to get absorption. So as soon as we get some new shorts, this is a short to take. Okay. So I'm gonna go on maybe the 3 minutes here. This can be good, or maybe in a lower time frame. Okay, so here we rejected the 70x6 here with a lot of longs. These are not, I mean, this is not really the best high, because here normally we want to get a lot of shorts what we don't really have next. But directly after we reject the second Musk commentary 70x6 here, always start to get boom some new shorts coming. So you can see here we are moving down with some nice dark numbers here, dark colors, nice numbers. These are not crazy, crazy amounts. You know, 1 million is not crazy. This is a bit better. This is even better. Minus 25 million is pretty cool. But anyway, when we are, this is the most important. We have hit the maximum target, the most common maximum target we're looking for to look for a short. Okay, we have directly some new shorts coming in. We have absorption. This is a short to take. Okay, and I maybe here that was a 6.66% retest. If we go on the 1 minute here, for example, to retake short here, as you can see, boom, we fill the middle of the channel as resistance. Okay, otherwise you can pull your fib like this, and surprise, we hit the 6.8 at the dollar before to retrace again. So directly after this, as you can see, boom, we have some new shorts coming. Big weakness to go down, but you have to think also like, yeah, normally we want to get some new shorts coming in, but here why would you get some big weakness to go down here, some decreasing of interest? Because as I said at the beginning of the live stream, or maybe in the middle of it, when we have a decreasing of interest, it can be some weakness to go down or to go up, some people taking profits, some people getting wrecked. So if we have a lot of longs here, what can that be while moving down? If people are longing here with, for example, 100x leverage, 125 or even 75, for example, that's pretty big. So the liquidation price is going to be very close. So as soon as we get and we break, for example, the price low, of course, we're going to get a decreasing of interest, because here we have, as you can see here, all the way up here, we have some new longs coming in here. As you can see, these are some longs coming in on the very top of the move. New longs, massive amount of longs coming in. So all the way down here, of course, we are going to wreck some longs, and we're going to get a decreasing of interest. That's why this was an aggressive one to take here, but this is normal to get a decreasing of interest here. We have also the selling balances coming back here. all the stuff like this, and we got clearly the bearish reaction. We wanted to take a short here, absorption, rejection of the 70xx, new shorts directly coming in. You will get more chance to win your trade than to get wrecked here, okay, clearly. So here, this is absolutely fine to get a decreasing of pain trace while moving to the downside. Here, what we start to get, boom, absorption, okay, from the high here to the high here, we have a high, low, high. If you check what we have here, we have, oops, if I can show you that, we have a high, high, bearish divergence, not new shorts coming in directly because we have a big move to the downside. We take all this top loss here, so we have a lot of liquidations, of course, a lot of people getting stopped out, so decreasing while moving to the downside. And now we can just enjoy the move to the downside clearly, and just have to, yeah, just have to take profit all the way down on the support we planned. Just going to drink a bit of water. That's a very long live stream. Oh, by the way, no, only 1 hour, that's okay. Yeah, if you have some questions on the order flow, something like this, do not hesitate. It is important that you understand really everything good. But this is what we are doing every single day with VIPs. Sorry, I still have a bit of a cold, so I'm sorry about that. But this is what we do every single day with VIPs. We update the levels, we merge the new levels, we delete the old levels we already hit, so we remove that because we don't care anymore for the day, for day traders. We see the waves, and after that, when we just read the order flow and we see clearly what data we have to look at, to look for what we want, what we got, all the stuff like this, to see which trade clearly we have to take or not. So anyway, here, while moving to the downside, boom, big decreasing of pain trades. This is pretty cool. This is exactly what we want to get clearly to open long, okay? As we've seen here, we are moving down with a decreasing of pain trades. This is exactly the same here. We just want to take a long. Where is the first support we planned all the way down here? This is a daily level. I gave you also, by the way, in the public update. Sorry. So, wait, just 2 seconds, please. All right, sorry about that. So yeah, that was the first level here, the daily level. We planned it, okay, after we lose that one clear with the VIPs, we planned that one, then we planned this one. What we started to get here, so approaching the level with a long reaction we want clearly, because we are moving down with a big decreasing of pain trade, so of course we have to look for a long on the daily here. What we have here, if we go now on the low time frame, I'm going to mark the daily 29,151 29,951 29. Oh, it's not 151. What effect? Perfect. So this is a daily level. Okay, right here. Perfect. So you can already see where is daily level. When we're approaching this boom, big decrease of interest, we have now a new because we are still moving down. As you can see here with new shorts, and where are new shorts opening all the way down here. New shorts are coming into the support clearly. So why people are shorting the support, I don't know, but you can see here we got a reversal, so we just go to the liquidation response, all the stuff like this, and then move the price back down. But here you can really see that, you know, all the way down here we have some massive liquidations, weakness also to go down, we have a decreasing of interest, and boom, when people are shorting here, this is into a support here. What we try to look for into a support, we try to long. At the end, yes, we went more down here, we took the low, but we also did a move to the upside here to just go and reach the liquidations of these people and just move the price back down, because this is how the market is working clearly. So here what we start to get a lot of short, as always, a lot of short is classed as bearish, except if we have absorption exactly for the longs coming in the market. And surprise, surprise, boom, we have a low, a low, a low, we have a low, a higher low. We will just wait for what? Boom, new longs coming in directly as soon as we get some new longs coming in here. So we are moving up with an increasing of interest. This is a long to take, stop loss on the low. Be careful still, because we still have the daily average resistance, so we can just flip it to resistance before to come back down again. So maybe wait for it to be reclaimed. When it's reclaimed, just wait for the new longs to come in. And here we are moving up with an increasing of interest. That can be a long to take profit as soon as possible, because we never know if we're going to retake the low, swing failure pan, the swing failure pan, all the stuff like this. So this is important to take profit, to reward yourself for the work you have done here. Okay, but if you plan to long the daily, if you start getting absorption here, you just have to go on the 1 minute, for example, here, and you just enter the trade here. That can give you already, for a retest of the daily level here, a nice move to the upside for scalpers here to right. Okay, so here, for example, boom, moving down with a big decreasing of interest, moving up here with a decreasing of interest because we was also moving down inside the candle, and directly, boom, new longs coming in, pretty cool. So you can go even on the 30 seconds here to really take a nice trade. Otherwise you wait for this kind of retest, boom, flip to support directly. If you have some new loans come in, you take a long stop loss here or below the previous low here. It's really up to you. How do you want to play that? At the end we took the previous low, okay, nothing really bearish on the top, just a big weakness to go up clearly, okay, you can see that. Big weakness to go up at the end. As you can see here, we start pushing up with a decreasing of Pinterest and nothing really crazy to push higher, okay. Moving down here with some increasing of Pinterest here. These are not massive increasing of Pinterest, such as for example this, okay. Why do we have some new shorts coming in here? It's simply because when we have this, we expect to minimum take the high. I don't really like to watch at this on the 15 minutes, so I'm going to move on the 5 minute here. Once you have this kind of shorts coming in, as you can see here, all of these shorts coming in right there, okay. All of these shorts coming in here, when you have all of this kind of small following increasing of interest, approaching of previous low, you expect to take minimum of the previous low, or to swing fairly pattern, or I mean swing fairly pattern, you take the previous low, or to get a continuation. What we did, once you have this, you did a move to the upside, but you don't care. This is the context of the move, okay. This is the context of the move, so you can do a move to the upside, you still expect to take the previous low. Sometimes, of course, in our case, you're not going to take the previous low because we cannot win and get data following 100% of the time. But internal priorities, when you have this, you do not take a long here, you wait for the low to be taken, and once the low is taken, you just look for a long, okay, if you can take a long. So here we got some new shorts coming in, we expect to minimum take the low, you can pump it up here, we just flip it the daily to resistance. Once you have done that, boom, we have a move to the downside. I'm gonna go now on the 1 minute to show you really the data on the lower time frame, because on the 5 minute we think that these are new shorts coming in, but these are new shorts coming in here just to expect again to take the previous low. As soon as we take the previous low here, as you can see, we have directly a weakness to go down, exactly what we want to get to open a long. You see how exocharts is just pretty perfect. Do we have a scalp daily open and GP below 618 and 29k? I'm going to take that rush right after we finish with this low here. 618. Oh yeah, okay. I'm just going to finish with the low here. I'm going to take that really quickly after that. So here we have some new shorts coming. As always, we expect to take the low or to down clearly. But once we took the low here, that was planned already with this data before, we have this decreasing of Pinterest while moving to the downside. So as soon as we get this, we know that we can look for a long, and what we planted below, we planted a naked session path control here. So we took the low, all the stuff like this, data was really following the move, and directly when we took the low here, we have even more shorts coming in. So directly, if you do a move to the upside with an increasing of Pinterest, this is a long to take, stop loss on the low, and you ride the move to the upside. Really small risk, really good reward possible on this kind of trade, because that will be really your risk reward here. So you take a trade, an aggressive entry. So here we're in the second card here. So this will be clear entry, the stop loss, and you have a reward that it's exactly the same that what you get on the top here. You can go now and push. If you do the Y leg now for the bigger double XY, you can ride a move to the upside like a crazy one. Yes, we can also once again take the low, but I mean now the risk is almost zero, because normally, I mean, for me, I will set my stop loss and entry. I will take profit already. I refunded my fees. I make some profit in addition to that. You can wreck me if you want. I mean, if we can say wrecked, because this is not really wrecked. You will be stopped out with a winning trade. You absolutely don't care now. You can be stopped out. Just check simply if you can re-enter or not. Simple as that. But as you can see here, level to level here with the data, we can expect to take the lows or stuff like this. This pretty cool. Now we are going to see what data we have here for a possible trade long here. To be honest with you, this is possible to try to look for a long, but because I'm already long from below here, I don't really care to try to look for a long here. To be honest with you, this is too risky for me to try to look for a long here than to look for a long now. So that's why if this low have been missed, yes, we can. By the way, do we have some? No, we do not have any new support here. Yes, of course, we can look for the 618, 66%, 70x6. We can maybe also pull a fixed trend like this. You have a very low in confidence with that. Now we are flipping the old daily as support. So we have to see if we get acceptance to push higher. We can also pull fixed range like this, maybe more here, by the way. Yep, so anyway, here with the low here, for example. Nothing crazy here. Here we have a possible, I mean, if we have to do another push to the upside, here we have a possible triple wave to the downside. So what we can do here is just pull a fib, okay, like this, boom, from the top to the bottom here, to the top right here. We have a 1618 before the 61866%. We have an invalidation of the possible triple wave. Now keep in mind we're on the 3 minutes, so we can absolutely do an extension here onto the 61866%. So yes, if we have some good data here, that can be a possible long to look for, but maybe wait, you know, we bounce off the level and we retest the 61866% 70x6 to re-get a safe entry here, because that was an aggressive long to take, yes, because we recognize that was here, we could expect to take the price low here. As soon as we took the price low, we got the good data we wanted to look for a long into the level we planned here. Directly you got the demand to bounce off. This is a long to take, so the long is around there, okay, around these lows. Stop loss on the low, stop loss on entry. So here, if you're already long from here, what would you take a long here? You can maybe compound in your long here, but if you want to take a long here, that was a possible aggressive entry here. Being aggressive, no, because there are no major support here. You see what I mean? There is only a very low of this small range. There is only this 61866%. There is no new real level we printed today. So maybe by the way a session, but no. So that's why maybe wait for some more confirmations, and most of the time when we do not have some major support such as daily or naked session of control for a low time frame I speak for major support. So small level like daily naked session of controls, we most of the time wait for a bounce off. If we data before was good, okay. Otherwise we wait for a retest of the level and to get a bounce off. A retest of the level, all the 61866%, all the stuff like that. But yeah, this can be a possible long here. Flipping the daily to support. We're going to check by the way the order flow. That's what I wanted to do. For example, here this is for example class as bullish because we bounced off the naked session path control with all the data we wanted, and as soon as we bounced off that, this move to the upside. Here we got a lot of longs coming in. So here this is classed as bullish. Really, this is classed as bullish. We have a lot of demand to push higher. So to take the low directly, internal probabilities is less likely. So that's why possible look for a long here. Daily open, yes. What we have by the way is daily open 29 to for example, if that's a wave 1 2, you just have to look at the 5618 also by the way 5618 here. But once again, I'm not really looking for a long here because I'm long from before. So that's why yes, you can look for a long here, but it's less, I mean a lower probability trade, if we can say that, low probability trade long, because we don't have major support, major support below. But yes, you can absolutely look for a long. I'm going to take on a low time frame. This is the context here. This is classed as bullish. I'm gonna stay on the 15 minutes here. We do not have any absorption on the top, so that's pretty cool. Nothing crazy here. New shorts coming in here, okay, weakness to go down, bounce off the view up, these new longs coming in, so that's pretty cool. And then once we have these new longs, we'll have the new shorts coming in to cover these longs moves without any absorption, by the way. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Not really bearish in that case. New shorts coming in, so we take to minimum, take the price low. Okay, we expect to minimum take the price low here, what we did, so pretty cool. Now we have a weakness to go down, so yes, we can look for a long if we have the demand to push higher. But once again, really find your best level, because here for me there is no major support, major resistance, major support to look for a long here. So that's why not really the best. Going on the 1 2 hours here, by the way. Gonna check if I have some more confidence here. Yeah, as you can see here, flipping this value area low as resistance. I mean, yeah, like I said, you can look for a long, but these are, I mean, there is no major support below us. So that's why I will really remain patient. As I said, wait for the level to be hit. Once it's hit, just wait for the bounce, wait for the retest of the 6.66% or the level. And if next we have the demand to push higher, this is a long to take. And until that, I will really be careful with my long entries here. That was a nice aggressive entry to take here. To be aggressive, it doesn't make sense because there is no big support here. You see what I mean? So that's why, yes, we can look for a long here, but do not be aggressive here, okay? Okay, so that brings us where we are at the moment. So yeah, this context here is a bit more bullish, to be honest with you. This context here, this is good. Now if we take the price low, this will direct a lot of people here, because people went in, as you can see here, all the way up here. So if we go and take the price low, swing for the pan, for example, we have to think about swing for the pan here. We'll stop a lot of people before maybe to push once again higher. So, but yeah, normally this class as bullish. We won't set off the naked session power control. This is pretty cool. Now the prime is, keep in mind, ABC. If we have only one pattern here and we not, for example, a bigger WXY, we should take the price low. You should also have to keep in mind this context. Okay, that was a nice scalp. Now the way I'm trading this, you know, it's not really betting on, okay, we're going to 90% going to push higher, 10% going to go more down. No, I took my long, took profit, refill in my fees, make money, stop loss on 3. If I'm stopping out, I'll just check if I can re-enter. Otherwise, I'm just waiting for my next level. Okay, swing for your pan, all the daily level, all the naked session, all the stuff like this, you know. But you can see here we're going a bit more down. That can be a small move to the upside, right? But in terms of probability, I prefer to remain in my long here than to try to take a long here to catch a knife, catch a knife, catch a knife. This is not a high probability trade because we have no levels here clearly. Okay, and that's why with VIPs, we are only training this kind of levels, or of course when you bounce it off a level, the 6.866% or the 70x6. So that can be a possible long entry, for example, around there. But there are not a lot of confidence with that. So that's why be careful. Okay, so yeah, this is how clearly you can read the order flow. You can see how insane this is. That was a really, if you're using it with exocharts, this can be, this is, I'm not going to say easy because this is complex to read the order flow, but this was a nice long to take. Data was absolutely fine to take a long here. That was pretty cool. All the way down here, we got some decreasing of point trace here, so that's pretty nice. Now, if you want to take a long, if you miss the low, if you have, for example, some new shorts coming in here, so if you have some new shorts, so an increasing of point trace here or moving to the downside, we want to get absorption from the low here to the low we are going to do. And if we confirm this absorption, we want to get some new longs coming in. If we have some new longs coming in, this is a long to take. Stop loss on the low here, on the low we have done yesterday, and ride the move to the upside. Otherwise, if you want to wait for a long, you have a decreasing, if you want to try to look for a long here, want to see a decreasing of point trace here and moving down, you can look for a long here, maybe wait for a retest on the low time. For example, on the 1 minute here, you just wait for the move right here. Okay, you just wait for a bounce of that. You just wait to retest the 6.866% or 70x6 or the level here. And once we have done this, if we have some new longs here, you take the long, stop loss on the low, and you ride the move to the upside. Okay, but yeah, you can see we have some possible scalp to take here, but I'm not really watching on the 1 minute here at the moment. So here, for example, as you can see here, we're targeting absorption with new longs here. No, by the way, these are a bit no new shorts here. We have absorption with new shorts. If we have the demand to push high, we bounce it off. Not the very area low, by the way. This was on the 6.866% here. But for example, here we have on a swing fairly pan, I'll be pretty slow, a bit almost swing fairly pan here. You can see here on the 3 minutes. If we have the demand to push high, there can be a small move to the upside, right? But once again, these are not high probability trades, simply because yes, we can rocket from here, but simply because these are not major support we have here. Okay. So that's why I'm just remaining my long here. If we have to look for another long here, possible, but that was the plan. The plan was to long here. This is a retest, and if we have the good data on the retest to look for a long, yes. Otherwise, nothing clear to take here. Otherwise, we just wait for lower clear daily. Boom, next level we plant here. All the stuff like this. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all really. New level, perfect. Yeah, I think that's all. So are we going to do a bigger WXY? We are long from the low. We are maybe long also from, you're maybe long from before here. So clearly, if we push high, this is just more profit on the long. Don't forget to take profit here. This is a zone where we have to look for a short. Now, if we're in a W, X, and Y, we should break that one. So maybe swing fairly pan, or even go to the next target. Okay. If now we was in the ABC, and we do not do a bigger WXY, we're going to take the price low normally, so we can look for the next targets here. Okay, and but still be careful, because if we're in this configuration with a wave 4 here, okay, right there, we are going to do a wave 5, so here it's an impulsive to the downside. The impulsive start look really not like an impulsive, but these days this is possible. Okay, I'm not going to lie, we're really talking about a smaller time frame, so everything is possible. Okay, but anyway, so yeah, hope you all enjoyed. If you have some questions, do not hesitate. Hope that was helpful for you. I'm going to do that also tomorrow, I think, and maybe until Friday, maybe, I don't know. Let me know if you enjoy this kind of content, but I think I'm going to do some like some public update next, so we can really yeah, everyone can learn, everyone can learn, and not only VIPs and not only apprentice or stuff like this, because these updates are normally delayed for, I mean, there is a 1 week delay for apprentice on the website. And of course, if you want to get this kind of content with more and more content, for example, the exochart update here. For example, if you don't want to watch as a live stream like this every single day, you have a short version here where I'm just giving you my plan, what I think, the wave count, the new levels, and I'm not giving, the live stream is really to explain you how to read the order flow, how to read, how to use exocharts. The short version is really to give you my daily plan, what I'm going to think about, what I'm going to do today, okay? But this live stream, right there, is really for exocharts to read the order flow and stuff like this. Okay, of course I'm giving you my plan at the beginning, everything. If you don't want to watch the short version, I'm repeating myself in this at the beginning, but I don't care, it's absolutely fine. And yeah, by the way, now you have, as you can see, the latest update on the left, on the top of phone, and you have a quick description with a better design on this kind of page. Same for the VIP Sunday live stream here. You have a better design of this. Okay, it's a bit better than before. And you have now some exocharts quiz in the exocharts part of the website. Right there, you have some quiz. You have a three quiz here: general exocharts quiz, the long data quiz, and the short data quiz. Okay, I'm going to add more for the time, and I'm going to add more. So I'm working on some trapped longs, trapped shorts, the mentality you have to get with exocharts, everything. Okay, so if you want to get some more content, you do not hesitate. Just have to go in the plans here, and you will find everything. Okay, you'll get all this apprentice. You will get these kind of updates delayed with a week, so you can learn also, but with a 1 week delay. Okay, so you can see how we play it, all the stuff like this. No, please. All right. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, and then you have the VIP where you have this kind of update every single days, and you get, of course, some more informations on the Discord server. You have everything. You have the VIP channels where I'm just updating with you the data, clearly everything. But yeah, you can see we got a small bonus here of this. We got absorption, swing failure pattern here. Daily open have been missed. No big increase of interest here. But what we got here, I don't remember. Yeah, we got the 50%. So yeah, if we're in a wave 1, 2, for example, here or an A, B, C, we can reach also the 50%. But in terms of probabilities, and that's why we take only, you have to understand now, we take only the highest probability trade. It is a high probability trade. Yes, we can absolutely rocket here, but in terms of probabilities, I prefer just to remain in my long here, clearly, and do not try to risk something. If you miss it that low, the high probability trade are going to be around the 6.66%, 70xx. Before, you can try to place your extension tool like this to find your triple wave targets. We mostly have the 123 if I'm not mistaken. Let me check that once again. Yeah, 123, but this is not an exact touch. We started with absorption on the 123, but once again, there is only the 123 here. There is not a big confidence here. So this is not crazy. There is a value area low here, so that is a valid long, but in terms of probability is not the best. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, and if you want to get, of course, my analysis on the long term, you have the investor here where you have a lot of crypto available. So yeah, and yes, so that's all really for today, I think. So I do not see any questions. You're generous today. Yeah, I don't know, I want to share with you this kind of content because everyone can learn, everyone can have to learn to really trade this market like how we are trading this. I just want more people to become good in trading and just not need you to pay to just learn something. So that's why, I don't know, I want to share this kind of update with you so you can really learn for free and just get this kind of nice information and not fake informations like, for example, oh my god, we have a fake triangle here. If you break this to the upside, it's a long to take target, oh my god, 35,000. And once we broken this to the upside, surprise, we did a rejection. So, and you know, it's like the pattern here or something like this. Really fuck it once again. But these are fake traders and these are just pretty crazy people. They are getting wrecked all the time, but they still continue to trade. People trust them, so that's pretty cool. That gives us more money for us because if they long here, we are going to short here and we're going to take these longs money. So it's pretty nice what we did, by the way, here. So anyway, yeah, hope you all enjoyed. I do not see any questions coming in, so hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, we got a nice bounce here. Nothing. I mean, there is no big increase of interest here. This can still push high, of course. Now I don't care because I'm long from low, so you pump it up if you want. That's there's no profit for me. Absolutely fine. And yeah, swing for the pan here. You have to think about the highest probability trade. What is the high probability trade here? Very low, 123 on a low time frame. We got this decreasing of interest, starting at absorption possible. For me, no. Now it depends also by your reading. You also have to take your risk, if you can say that. You to see by yourself for you what data you want to trade, what data you don't want to trade. For example, this is not data I want to trade. Simple as that. Okay. So anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Do not hesitate to share this kind of content to, for example, follow me on Twitter, so you can I don't know, just follow my tweets. For example, Crypto, when he says shit, I'm tweeting some few stuff that's funny. Everything, maybe sometimes, you know, I'm giving you some targets, all the stuff like this, or giving you the exactly as predicted a video, some few stuff like just some sections of the charts. Not easy to follow, to retweet everything here. And to join the Discord server, if you want to join the Discord server, feel free. Okay, you have so this kind of content for now. I'm not doing this to. I'm not posting this, for example, on YouTube with a public link. You know, so we have the notifications if you're a subscriber on the channel, everything. So don't hesitate to join the Discord server. You can talk also with everyone here. See my predictions, see my analysis. Be aware of when I post a new video. And yeah, so I'm going to be tomorrow live at 10 a.m. I'm going to make this public this time. I'm going to make this public. But yeah, if you want to join a cool Discord server, you have the Discord server link right below. Normally in the description, if I'm mistaken, there is a Discord server link right below. Let me check that. Yes, you have the Discord server link. Perfect. So if you want to join it, feel free. Anyway, I wish you all a brilliant day, a really good day. Happy trading. Hope you're going to make some nice gains. You know what to expect here if we push higher. Okay, of course we can pull the fib from the bottom here to the top. We can look for the 6.66%. As I said, with a possible triple wave, maximum target, something like this. Target here in confidence, 1-to-1 extension, something. Okay, we can look for a long, otherwise we just look for the next one. All depend of the data we're going to create when moving to the upside. And this we cannot predict it because we do not have data for now in the push to the upside. So we're going to see which data we do. And if the data are good to take a short, we're going to look for a short again. Or you can just remain in your short and remain patient for to downplay or to get started out. Up to you. I mean, yeah, these updates are really for day traders. Okay, this is really for day traders, and we really look for every single support, every single resistance. And if we have to look for lower daily level, I mean, swing for the pan, daily level, all the levels here, 6.66%, but it becomes less likely to get a bounce of that if you go around there. Okay. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed. Have a brilliant day, as I said. I really suck to end my videos. That's really crazy. Anyway, take care of you. Have a brilliant day. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to share this video if you want, and to subscribe to the channel, to smash that like. And yeah, see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. for the next one. Cheers.